Yeah.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you both for
Cool.
speaking to me today.
Oh,
We're excited.
you know
How
what,
are you
Chris
doing?
Martin, you're welcome for us speaking with you today. It is your pleasure for us speaking
It is
with
my
you.
pleasure.
Listen, we'll jump right into it. It's the Pop and Positivity Podcast. We got Whitney Reynolds, of course, Brady here, 103.5 KISS FM, and, of course, all over the country with the iHeart Radio app, and the one and only, the man, Chris Martin. Hello. Welcome.
Hi, Brady. Hi,
So glad
Whitney.
you're here.
I wish I'd put lipstick on too. I feel underdressed.
But Whitney has a syndicated TV show, so I know she's doing like photo shoots and stuff. So she's like in between like sessions right now. But
No,
I'm like,
you look really beautiful, and the two of us just look like the people who carry your trash, quite frankly.
Chris, to hear you say that, you might have just made my whole life.
Right,
well, listen, Chris, before we jump into it, I know you're a busy man. Thank you for taking the time. I want to know how you're feeling mentally, emotionally. I know yesterday was a big day for your country, and the results didn't end up as they should.
Oh, the soccer, yeah.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
I think you might be asking the wrong person, because I feel like, first of all, I thought England did great. They did really well. And if you're going to have a final and it goes to the last 10 seconds, it probably means that both teams are pretty good. So in a way, I feel like there's not really a loser in that situation. And I feel like it seems to me that certain people, certain teams, if they have a crushing defeat, it's just going to light a bigger fire. And I got the sense from them that, okay, they're going to come back for the World Cup or something and be really good. But also I love Italy too. So I love everywhere. I like Earth. So.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
You also like not Earth, right, Whitney?
Yeah, I also like.
I was going to say, hello, the new higher power. Like, you love space. Tell us about the whole making of. I mean, I was watching it and I felt like I was an alien dancing. It was cool.
Oh, thanks, Whitney. Well, I do love space. I like all places. I like, but we all, Earth is also in space, so it's all the same. You live there too, Whitney.
Do I?
And I think that it's been really fun to, we found this company that makes amazing holograms, or rather, you can motion capture, and then they'll turn it into a hologram. And for one reason and another, I think our band philosophy is so, at this point, it's so one worldy, in terms of, we're so lucky that we get to see the similarities between all kinds of people more than the differences. And if you say that too sort of simply, it comes across as a bit corny. But if you can sort of make it allegorical and metaphorical by having aliens dancing with you, that's just our way of saying we really like all types of people.
Will you be traveling to space now that we have this ability to do so in a couple of years?
Yeah, I just need to save up another $917 million. But once I've done that,
I feel like you could be a plus one. You're Chris Martin, dude. You're part of the biggest band in the world. So
I'm nobody's plus one. I'm going to pay for my own ticket. Damn it.
Well, and one thing that I think is beautiful, what you just said, is that it's kind of bringing in this, we're all one, we love everybody. And that's kind of been the trend, even in your past music videos, of like highlighting this like love and be kind to each other and take care of each other. What is that rooted in for you?
Well, that's a really good question. And again, it's hard to talk about this stuff without coming across as a bit like some sort of cheesiness, but I really believe in it as a way of being. And it's not like, all of us are human and we all get these difficult emotions, or hatred or anger or fury or envy or jealousy. We all do. And at a certain point about 10 years ago, I was like, I don't mind getting these emotions, but I don't want to be controlled by them. And so I think that, this might be too serious of an answer. I started reading a book called Conscious Evolution, or Conscious something or other. I'll remember it at another point. And just about how a feeling can come into your body, but you don't have to respond to it. And that ultimately, if you let that angry feeling sit for a minute and you listen to it, then you can probably say, well, I don't need to get all angry right now, but I just never seen a situation which didn't improve from approaching it with a bit of love rather than something else. So that's where it came from, I think, just as a way of not feeling so shitty all day.
Yeah. I love it. And Whitney and I preach that all the time. It wasn't too deep or corny or whatever. We preach.
It's hard. It makes me sweat. How I'm like, this is
welcome
easy
to the
when it's
sweat
in
club.
your head, but less.
Welcome to the sweat club. We preach you choose your happiness. I mean, all the time on the Pop and Positivity podcast.
Well, that's beautiful. Exactly. Choose your happiness. What a privilege if you get to do that.
Yeah. Equally as deep, I want to know, have you ever had, because we have a big Chicago fan base here and all your listeners are hearing their fans are listening to Higher Powers are playing it on Kiss FM.
Thank you for playing it, man.
Thank you for making it. What is your favorite Chicago memory, or do you have any specific Chicago things that happen in events? Because obviously this city loves Coldplay.
Well, Chicago is one of our happy places. And I mean, anyone that's listening has ever been to a show, thank you so much, because it's just me, we just would play there as much as we ever could. And, whenever we're allowed to, we'll be right back. So I think I have a lot of memories. The first time I ever came there, I saw Michael Jordan play basketball. This is like our second week in America ever. And I don't even think he was on the Bulls at that time. I think he was he at the Washington something?
Probably Washington Wizards, yeah.
But he was there. So I feel like in a strange way, and then Barack Obama coming from there, it's in a strange way, it's always been, and then one of the first times we played there was the day George Harrison died. And so we played a George Harrison. It's just always, somehow there's a sense of extra bigness when we're in Chicago. The song Fix You, we have a song called Fix You, and that arrived when I was in Chicago.
We have a song called Fix You. We have the song called Fix You, Whitney. I mean, of course you have a song called Fix You.
That appeared in Chicago. That's where it was. That's where the song came through, in Chicago, actually. We were working, my wife at the time was filming there, and I was in the studio, and that's where Fix You happened. So Chicago, we owe a lot to Chicago.
So you wrote the song Fix You in Chicago, or it just came from the inspiration?
Well, yeah, I mean, the song sort of arrived from some place. I don't really know where they come from, but yeah, it was in Chicago, I can't remember which studio, but they had good cookies in the days when I used to eat cookies.
Well, Chicago loves you too. And speaking of concerts, July 4th, I mean, how did it feel to be back in front of people?
Well, that felt, it felt like, I don't know, what's an equivalent story? Like when Thor gets his hammer back. I forget which Thor movie when he loses his hammer. One of the Thors, Thor 4 or 4 Thor, Thor 3, 4 3, 3 4. I don't know. Anyway, there's definitely one where his hammer goes missing, and he's just a random dude that looks a lot like Chris Hemsworth, just super sexy and all muscles. Anyway, so when we got to play live the other day in New York in front of lots of people, it felt like getting our superpower back. But then as soon as it was finished, it got taken away again. So what can we do? When it was back to COVID tests and not speaking to anyone.
Eventually it'll be all over. So I've been working for iHeart since before it was iHeart. It was a little other thing called something else. But I've never been to the iHeart Radio Music Festival, which is going to end this year. And lo and behold, guess who's performing?
Yes.
You have to tell me, because you guys have performed there before. What is that weekend like? Like, what is the festival like? What is it like performing with artists from all the genres?
Do you want to introduce us on stage?
Let me think of it. Yeah, right. I would.
I'll come too.
Say yes.
Okay, if Whitney's there, why don't both of you come and do that? That'd be cool.
We're in. First trip to Vegas. We're there.
Someone can set that up. So there's lots of people listening to this call.
I'll text John Ivy later.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So then you'll experience it for yourself, what it's like.
Is it okay? Good answer.
Come on, you just go on stage, and that's what it's like.
Oh my God, chills, chills.
You might have to wear lipstick. You might have to catch up with Whitney on making an effort.
Chris Martin, I need to wear lipstick to introduce you in Vegas at iHeart Radio Music Festival. Yeah. Mark my words, we're all witnesses. Done.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's exciting. All right. But my one rule on that is you can't use hyperbole. You can't say anything like they're the this, they're the that, they've done this. That you just have to say. You can't fall on those tricks.
Can I blow a kiss and then say Coldplay?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Perfect.
Going back to a serious tone here, one thing that we always ask all of our guests, because we do on the Pop and Positivity podcast, we want to pull out like what people are doing for the world. And as I was looking at everything you've done, I mean, from the conception, you have been donating back 10%. You don't just work with one charity, you work with, I was looking at the list, it just kept going and going and going. You have this heart for philanthropy. In fact, that's part of your title, which I love. But what do you want your legacy to be?
That's a really great question. I'm going to give it a real answer. It's like, if I look at my life, obviously I've been given some gifts. We've all been given gifts, everybody. I've been given some gifts in music and in communication. That doesn't please everybody, but some people like it. But I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't have opportunity to find that gift and to nurture it and to be it, the freedom to be it, or your freedom to be DJs. We're lucky where we were born, what era we were born, and even right now in the world, there's billions of people that don't have that freedom of choice or opportunity or education. And I don't really care about my legacy. I feel like I'd like to hope that the world was moving more in that direction and that we were on the right side of encouraging that.
Wow. Love it, man. We got to wrap it up. I could spend another hour talking to you. I'll see you in Vegas.
We're going to see you in Las Vegas, okay?
We'll see you in Vegas. One last thing.
I'm not joking, by the way. This is not a joke.
Oh, no. I'm booking a trip as soon as we get off the phone.
Okay, and Whitney too, please.
Yeah. What is the album that changed your life? And then we'll wrap it up.
2 albums changed my life. Bad by Michael Jackson, and the album called Hunting High and Low by a-ha, who you'd know from the song Take On Me.
We will celebrate those albums. Chris Martin, I appreciate you, brother. Keep
You
doing
too.
what you're doing, man.
Thank you both. It was so fun. All right. See you in Las Vegas.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Can't wait.